Welcome back. Today, I'm talking about a unicorn among unicorns that many people are looking for, myself included. Here's the receipt. What did I pay? Is it any good? Is it worth hunting? Stay tuned and find out. Welcome back. Today we're talking about, like I said earlier, the unicorn among unicorns, the Old Forester 2023 birthday bourbon. Now, I did give a little brief blurb on how I got this at Total Wine, but I'll give the whole story. Walked in there, just doing my thing, just kind of checking things out, seeing what they had. They had a lot of Detroit City bourbon, which I reviewed the honey, and they had a lot of their toasted staves like apple, oak, maple. I was like, oh, okay, no, that's cool. I talked with the girl that the rep, and I was like, all right, that's nice. Walked around the corner, and like I said before, there was a tag here. I was like, there's only two things that I know that have this bottle shape. One is this one. The other one is the 13th colony. All right. Leaned over, and I said, day bourbon. Okay. The MSRP. I'm hoping you guys can see this. I'm going to try this for the first time. It is $149. I went, there's no way in hell. I've seen these MSRP on Breaking Bourbon was $170. So I went over to Carl, who I've talked about before, and I said, Carl, he's like, yeah. I said, I need to get in that case. And he goes, I know what you're going for. I said, what? He goes, birthday bourbon. There's only limit one. I was like, oh, there's two. I was going to try and snag both because talked about the hookup. There's a guy I know, Johnny Max, right around the corner from me. I would have just sold it to him for he's going to get me a Midwinter's Night's Dram Act 11, Scene 1, which I will review. I was going to say, hey, let's do a trade, which means I'm not marking it up. He's not marking it up. That's what I talk about the hookup a lot. I got a lot of flack on a couple videos back about, oh, that's a bunch of BS, man. There's no way they should hold it for you. But you know what? If you go in there and you spend your money, you talk to them. I've known Johnny for 23 years. And I let him have some of my old Fit 17. He let me have some of his 19. That's how you build relationships. I don't drink bourbon, guys, to just go, look at me, aren't I great? I got all these allocated bottles. Hell no. I drink it to give to people when they come in to my office, which is where all this bourbon is, and I'm doing my videos. I open up the doors and the drawers and all this, and I said, what do you want to drink? Do you want a rye? Do you want a malt? Do you want a pick? And I let anyone have it. Like I said way earlier before, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to offer this one, the old fits, and some really hard to find allocated bottles. The 2020 Jack Daniel's special release single barrel rye. If you want a 2-ounce pour, I'm going to pick the top 3 when I hit 1,000. Go live. Cross my fingers, I don't freak out. So, and offer something most of us collectors and drinkers can't get, like this. So back to the story. He gets in there, opens up the case, and there's a guy that works at the Best Buy, which is down the same building, come over and he's like, hey man, is that what I think it is? I said, yeah. Is that the birthday bourbon? I said, yeah. One for you, one for me. Fist bumped, did the thing. And I'm not even kidding you. Carl took both bottles, walked us up to the register. And I said, Carl, why are you walking somebody? He goes, I'm not going to lie to you. There's been a couple incidents where people have been bum rushed. I go, for what? He goes, this. They had an Eagle Rare 17 last year, and some guy got literally tackled. I said, are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me, man. He goes, no, that's why I have to walk this up for you. That way I know you're at the register about to pay. He goes, you're going to flip this? And we looked at each other. I go, oh, hell no, dude. I'm opening this as soon as I get home. And I did. And like I said, with the bourbon van and SLB, now I'm going to give my own personal opinion. Got a little bit into how I got the bottle. Again, ramblings of a man. Thank you so much. Let's get into the back. This whiskey is distilled by us only, and we are responsible for its richness and fine quality. Its elegant flavor is solely due to the original fineness, that is an actual word, developed with care. There is nothing better on the market. Honestly, on that, I'm going to disagree. This is 12 years old. We know it's 96 proof. Its mash bill is 27. 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. The MSRP on this I got, as I showed, for $149, but I've also seen it at $170, $175. Sorry about my voice. Unfortunately, having a 10-year-old in the 5th grade, you're going to be brought home every germ known to man, to and including the common cold. So, hopefully, cross your fingers. Talked about the bottle, talked about the history. Like I always say, what is the juice like inside? Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll. Let's get into the first nose. Now, this has been out for about 25 minutes. Red fruit. That's just red fruit right up front. Ooh, buttercream sugar cookie. I don't know if you can see it. It's clinging. It's clinging. And it's doing its job. I mean, it looks good. Yeah. That sugar cookie, red fruit, apricot. It's the nose is, for being now open about a week. It was the last Friday I went and got this. It's really kind of opened up a little. You get a little bit of roasted oak, a little bit of caramel. It's a very pleasant nose. You would expect this on a nose for a, honestly, $70, $80 bourbon. Got it on the nose? Let's get into the first taste. So that oaky caramel red fruit note kind of hits the mid palate and coasts down. So it's not bad. It's actually very good. You get a little bit of like an unsweet dark red raspberry. So that red fruit kind of punches forward from the mid palate back. Get a little bit of leather, a little bit of toasted oak. It's not unpleasant. I mean, it drinks a 96 proof. You don't really, I know an SLB because they did a fresh pop, which I did originally when I drank it. Sort of the bourbon van. You definitely, in the beginning, when you freshly open this, you will definitely get a very oak forward note. After it's kind of opened up, thank you God, it's not that oak forward like it was originally, which is really nice. Let's get into a second taste. You get a little light clove, a little bit of barrel char, a little drying tannic oak in the back. But it's not really mouth coating, guys. I'm not going to lie. It's there. The finish is there. The Kentucky Hug hits here. I'm not kidding you. Just disappears. Like hits here and it just dissipates. Wispy. It's a little, right now the second taste, it's a little hanging on, but not what you would expect from a birthday bourbon. Now, I heard the 2021 was absolutely outstandingly exceptional. The 2023, with that little black tea note on the back end, it's a little flat and like average. Am I happy I got it for $149? Hell yes. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've seen this online, unicorn auction, and you'd be just Google the thing. It's going for $500, $600, $700, $400. Is it worth it? No, not at all. I'm looking at it right now, a Driftless Glen rye pick from Total Wine, right up there. It's the guy I talked to, the new kid, came from Grand Rapids, and he gave me the year, the month, and the day. He goes, it's 5 years, 10 months, and 2 days. I go, how in the hell do you know that? He goes, I picked it myself. I said, is it really like rye forward, like spicy? He goes, no. It's very like a dark double oaked bourbon with lots of toffee notes. I went, how much? He goes, $60. That's 120 proof. I would take that over this any day. I would take the 6-year-old pick that I got from Whiskey Row, which is the 13th year colony, over this. Am I glad I got it for $150? Like I've said, yes. Would I buy another one? Unless the reviews are like 2021 was, which I've had that one when I went down to Florida. Buddy of mine, Charlie, we went to a cigar bar and they had the 21 and I had it. It was creamy and dark, viscous and just deep and rich. Yes, I would buy that. This one, try before you buy. But I'm going to guarantee you guys, I'm not going to lie to you. If you go into, even we have what's called the Oak and Barrel over where I live, and you find this, it's going to be $75 to $100 for 2-ounce pour, which is asinine. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a $150 bottle of booze, which kind of sucks also. You can't get it at the distillery, but you can get it at Total Wine and other places. I also have 13 I'm going to review. And Russell's pick, I think, was from ADHD, and the newer, the 323 Bookers. But again, try before you buy. I'm glad I got it for the price I did, but it's not what I thought a unicorn birthday bourbon would be. Again, I'm your host, Brian. This is the Average Whiskey Drinker channel. Like, comment below, please. Have you had any of the birthday bourbons? What did you think? What was the MSRP you got them for? Like, subscribe, share, and again, with every single one of you out there, all 260 beautiful people of you, thank you for letting, again, I've said it before, this guy ramble about the bourbons he buys. I will talk with you soon. Thank you so much for watching. And this very not short and sweet video. Thank you.